How do two people come together and be like, yo, friend with benefit?
No, you don't start like that. It starts like, I guess, I don't know, but it's not like when two people like each other and they're just not trying to be in a relationship yet. Like, you just put them in a friend with benefits spots. Because you have to be attracted to the person. You just can't go to someone and be like, friend with benefits.
I mean,
it don't make no sense.
I have a question. So is that a label that y'all give each other, or is that a label that you tell your friends? Like, oh, you know, that's some dude that's my friends with benefits. But do you actually talk to the dude and say, hey, we are friends with benefits?
No, I feel like usually friends with benefit is like when you reflect on the relationship and be like, dang, that was definitely like a friend with benefit type situation.
Oh, when it's over?
Yeah. Or like when you're like analyzing the relationship, because you like, say if your friends try to talk to you, you be like, oh, is that your boo thing? You be like, no, like you don't take me out on dates, but like, you know, we hang out a lot, you know what I'm saying? It's just like those type of situations. But I feel like when you ask somebody, it's not kind of like acting, it's just more of so like, oh, you know, I'm not looking for a relationship. I like you, I want to kick it with you, but like, you know, I don't want you to be my girlfriend.
So you gotta look for keywords, basically.
Keywords,
Yeah.
The instance that I know is usually have to be, I guess, friends first, and then what I've experienced. It's not me.
Why you
None of y'all have been in a friends with benefits.
No, I haven't.
I haven't.
I have. I ain't gonna lie. I have.
Okay.
Okay. Y'all haven't.
I haven't.
We haven't.
So I've not had a guy that you like, be like, you know, we just talk, we touch something here and there, and you know.
We touched something. Ooh, with the question mark. Like, what is it? Fill in the blank for us.
So hold on. So y'all have never had somebody that you talk to, but you're not in a relationship, but y'all kick it, y'all Netflix and chill sometimes, no?
Never in my life.
Wow.
Have you?
But I'm a minor, so I don't
Wait,
know. I
let
don't
me
have
ask
to.
you. No, seriously, y'all have never.
No, honestly, I've had situations where I talk to a guy and I'm like, okay, we're mutually interested.
Okay.
And then next thing I know, we're in a relationship. Like I didn't know, like you know, like no, seriously, I actually had a situation.
Like, so that was like an official. I ask you out type deal.
Well, it's like okay.
Or was it just y'all talked up and y'all find yourselves in bed and come out of bed and go out together? I'm just trying to say.
No,
because that typically is mostly friends with benefits.
I've never had casual sex.
I didn't say casual sex.
No, I've never been with somebody and we just had sex casually, just as friends. I've never.
So
I've
you
never
have
had
to be boyfriend before sex?
Well, that's just how it's happened.
So a guy always asks you out and be like, you be my girlfriend, and then you'll go out.
Yeah. Ask girls out anymore.
Yeah.
They don't.
Oh.
She'll do that. It's just we're gonna assume we're together.
Just keep going.
Just keep going.
And I feel like that's why people get confused if they're in friends with benefits or if they're in a relationship, because it's like, I feel like now everyone just goes with the flow of stuff.
Yeah, I don't like that going with the flow.
Yeah, why is that about? I don't like that either.
I ask questions. I'm sorry.
There we go. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm Taurus.
You're a Taurus.
Yeah, I ask questions.
What is yours?
I'm an Aquarius. I thought she would be a Leo from that statement.
All me I know is that friends with benefits don't work.
How long does that go?
They never work. Guess what?
Ever work.
Somebody's gonna catch feelings first, and then that's the other person gonna be like, I'm still good.
Here's the thing, though. Friends with benefits, it's not about you already know there's feelings and emotions.
Because you know you've been the
just
person.
Both people are not willing to go to that next level and say we're in a relationship because they don't want to solely commit for whatever the reasons are, and that's
okay.
Cool.
That's cool, but at the same time, someone is gonna be like, okay, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
I like you way more than I thought I did.
Well, at least
so
they're voicing it and they're sharing. Okay, I'm at the point where I realize, okay, we're not going anywhere else with it. But here's the thing with friends with benefits. It's shaky because at some point somebody will catch feelings for one another and somebody will end up getting hurt. Or it could end up turning to something beautiful and they both say, let's take it to a relationship level.
Absolutely.
And I mean, those are the chances you take in those situations.
So at what time period, like, you know, if you say people don't talk about things anymore, people don't talk about things anymore, there's more chivalry and we just kind of go with the flow. At what point of being in a friends with benefits do we just like evolve into relationship?
I don't think.
Is it like a couple months?
Well, like he said, some people might have it to where they actually truly like each other and they realize, shit, why are we doing this? Let's get in a relationship. But some people predefine, I say, from the beginning, I'm not trying to fall in love with this girl.
Yeah.
This is all we're doing. We're just friends. And the only benefit is we are sleeping together. That is it. I'm not taking you out. I don't expect you to take me out. Don't expect anything from me. We're friends.
That sounds right.
You trust me, I trust you.
Yeah.
Everything else is sleeping together.
That's the rule.
I have a question.
That's the rule.
If you're in a friends with benefits situation, can you also have other friends with benefits, or you just have one?
But you
That's
have to let that
dangerous.
person know.
Why? It's dangerous.
No, because
Did you watch the show Being Mary Jane? You see, she was like, did y'all watch that show?
Yeah,
But that's the thing. I feel like my thing is like in situations like that. I feel like a girl can do that. A girl can be like, oh, I want to talk to other people and date. But guys, y'all try to play the field. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like girls they know that girls are very sensitive. So obviously, if you say, oh, I'm friends with benefits with a couple, obviously you about to lose that little kitty cat too. So you try to be like, oh no, it's just you.
Exactly.
Just, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like guys,
They
they're
lie?
never. Yeah.
Wait. So you say you feel like girls can be the only ones who can have multiple friends with benefits?
No, I feel like girls tend to have less, if not just one, versus guys that have multiple. Like,
here's how I feel about that. If it was me, if I was in that type of situation, I'm not trying to talk to more than one person.
Have you been in that situation?
You guys are not talking.
If he gets, wait did you ask me this question?
What is the question? That's right. He is the man.
No. Talking and friends with benefits are different.
What's the difference?
What's a friend though?
You're right.
I mean, talking is like
I feel like my mom
I'm trying to get in a relationship with you. I'm trying to get to know you.
No, that's dating.
Talking.
That's
No,
dating.
dating.
Dating and talking is different.
I need a dictionary on my Instagram. I need a
Just have
dictionary.
conversations with your friend. Like, think about it. It's a friend with benefits. What's
Which
the
is-
benefit? A sexual.
Does it have to be sexual?
Yeah, that's
I mean,
what
look,
it is.
that's
Okay, so it's sexual.
But
that's what I
that's
think benefit.
benefit.
If not, then we're just friends. If there's nothing
Yeah.
sexual, so that's why it's friends with benefits.
But some
But
people
you-
prefer it that way too. Like, okay, I'm a friend I'm comfortable with. I can share things with you.
Yeah.
So if we happen to go in the sack,
Who's had a friends with benefits situation? Okay, Cynthia.
everybody that drives from come.
You?
Yeah.
Yes, you.
No.
You. Okay. Yes. No.
Alright, Brooke is up late now.
Why do you? Ooh.
No, pause, because he always tries to avoid the question. No, have you been
Okay. Yeah, I just raised my hand.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm checking.
So, and here's what I'm saying. I don't, like I said before, I would not, if I'm in that type of situation, you talk about like, oh, this is it, this is what we're doing. I'm not talking to somebody else. I'm not trying to be a friend with benefit with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I let that be known. And of course, like I said, before you even go in, you already know you don't want, and then that brings up the question too. If you don't want to be in a relationship with this person, why are you even trying to be friends and benefit with this person? You know what I'm saying? But you already know beforehand, I don't want to be in a relationship with this person. It's all for the benefit.
So it's more like a sexual need. Like I'm horny, and so I want to.
Sometimes it may not be sexual.
I feel like
but
for
what
guys
it is.
it's sexual. I feel like girls is they're what do you call it? Settling for less.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, because they like the dude and they just feel like they have to please the dude. And when he says,
That's not
I'm
always
not looking for a
true.
relationship, then you hit him with like, oh, me too. Like,
No, that's
you
not
know,
always
but
true.
just to hang out. Well, I feel
So
like
you
in
really
some situations-
prefer. So you're not. It's like a half truth. Like you
Yeah.
agree with it just for the sake of the situation,
Just for
but
the
not
sake of-
necessarily because that's what you want.
Yeah, because maybe you're like, I'm single, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be in a relationship, but you do want with him, you know what I'm saying? But because he don't want to be in a relationship,
You kind of
like,
just accept it.
you're like, oh.
You're settling for
So
whatever
how
he
in that
wants to.
situation, how long do you give before you like see if you can convince him into being in a relationship? Is it like 6 months, a year? Like because we can't.
So
be
you're-
doing
it's
this all the new year.
No, if he
That's
doesn't ask
sad.
you out,
You can't do that
it's
with
not-
guys.
Yeah.
If
You
he
can live
tells
with
you-
yourself.
If he
They-
tells
they-
you you don't
they-
want to be in
they
a
know
relationship,
they're-
take that and go, sis. Like,
Yeah.
no, you can't do no friends with benefits, and you want to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
And you do
You
friends
hurting
with benefits.
yourself,
You're gonna hurt
yeah.
yourself.
I think it's fucked up to think that, or to say that a girl is settling for less just because she gets into a friendship, situationship, whatever you want to call it, ship. It's kind of messed up to say, oh, a girl is just selling for less, or even a guy is selling for less, whoever is selling for less because they decide to make that decision. I think it's a one-sided thing to say, but it's okay. You're allowed to think whatever you want to think. I feel like I'm taking shots at somebody right now, but I'm really not. I'm just making a comment on how I feel about certain things. So
what do you do in a group situation? Like, I personally, maybe the reason why I can't be in friends with benefits is because I would feel some type of way. Like, if we all go to somewhere, I'm expecting you to open the door. You know what I mean? Like, I'm expecting you to do whatever I can. I can't do friends with benefits.
You're not even going anywhere to start with.
Exactly.
You're not going anywhere. Now, no, I'm being serious.
Yeah, I'm too cute to not be taken out. Hold up.
You can go.
Preach, girl. Preach.
Okay, let me tell you this. Friends with benefit is strictly friends with benefit. We're friends. Now, if we go out, if we happen to go out in a group, I might not even.
Look at you.
Listen. I'm serious. If we go out in a group, if for example we're in a group of friends, we have a group of friends, and for some type of way we end up in a stupid ass friend with benefit situation. I'm just saying, if we're in that group, it'll be awkward, of course, because I know we're just friends with benefit. We probably maybe don't even want the other members of the group to know.
Yeah.
So
when
we
it's
go
a
out,
secret.
it's
almost a secret. Nobody knows. You too. Looking at each other like, okay, you know what's
That is the concept of friends with benefits.
That's how it is.
That would never work for me. I'm sorry.
It's like you're not a mistress, but you're not like
You're not the main
some
chick,
stranger.
too.
You're like,
Oh
So
shit.
you not even like
You said
acknowledge the
mistress
girl.
No, listen. We're a group of friends. So
You might even be
obviously,
flirting
I will
with someone
acknowledge
else.
everybody else.
Exactly.
We all
Yes.
acknowledge each other. I will acknowledge you. But stuff like, opening the door for you. I mean, if I do it for you, I'm gonna do it for every girl in that room.
Exactly.
Shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't treat her different.
Right. I'm not gonna make you feel like you're special.
My thing is, if you're with somebody and you guys are fucking, then you should be fucking in some type of commitment level. There should be some type of label more than some friends with benefit. It's in the secret. Like, I don't understand why anybody, male or female, will walk into something and willingly be a secret. That's the part that I don't really get. So in my mind, boy meets girl, or whatever the combination's gonna be, we meet. We like each other, we start talking, then we start dating. I just don't understand how you get like what could be seen as like, the highest prize of dating, which is that you get to be intimate for free. Like, who does that in their house? I just don't understand. Come on. Like, we're not about to just do that.
I've been in a friends with benefits situation, and to me, respect is everything. And so I made sure that in that situation, I make sure I respected that person, and she made sure she respected me. Like, it's not like you're trying to lose your values on who you are. You're not trying to demean yourself. Like you said, if walking in and he opening the door is important to you, that's important. That's fine. But there's a fine line in crossing into, what is a relationship at that point? Because, like I said, it's a friend. The benefit is the sexual activity. Friends still hang out and go to different places, but when you add sex into it, it takes it to a different level. And then that's when you have the questions like, well, are we in a relationship here that we are hanging out and we're having sex? Are we having, like, for me, it's like, okay, am I having feelings and emotions, and is she having the same feelings and emotions? When we start sharing those things, then we know, okay, this is evolving
It's
into
evolving,
something else. Now, when we don't share those things, it's still that you don't know. You're still walking that line of we are just friends with benefits. Now, at some point, you're gonna want to share it, and when you share it, the fear is the person not feeling it that same way. Don't second guess how you're feeling. Don't think you're selling for less. If you weigh out your options and you fully feel like you're going with what your heart desires for that moment, and it's okay if your heart desires do change, because that's normal as well. Go for it and do what you feel. Just make sure you're considering yourself first.
But do you ever feel like sometimes like the situation just develops? Like it's not planned. I feel like it's not planned.
Well, you're right.
Yeah, definitely.
And when I said it happened to me, it happened to me. Of course, it led into some type of relationship, but it started off as friends with benefit. It wasn't planned.
So the friends with benefits sense, do you like tell them to get tested for like before you?
Yes.
At CVS, it's $50. You can go get the rapid results thing. You know what I mean? 20 minutes. It has a little bar. I mean, they
every guy you date, you tell him, hey, you gotta get tested, bro.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm joking? I promise you. I'd be like, they say, oh yeah, I've been tested 3 months ago. Oh, that's cool. Show me the receipt. Like, where's the printout? Yeah, I asked for the Carfax 100%. I'm a germaphobe. Just because you got tested once, or like, a week after you were with somebody, no. So unless you habitually get tested about every 3 months, and I don't trust you, because even though I don't think all men cheat, they lie. So what we not gonna do is mess around with my health. I'm gonna make sure I know my Carfax. So I'm gonna make sure your Carfax is good too. What we not gonna do is get out of it. We gonna have the answer. It's a yes or a no. I don't do no maybes.
But you know, a condom is supposed to.
And the girl, it says 98%. What the other two?
Your testing is also 98%.
And I'm sorry, but I was about to see the liquor was about to. I like to do some things that I don't enjoy doing with condoms. So I need to know. So I need to know that
This is Iris.
it's not the same. So I'm not gonna do it like that. No, you have to be out in the background.
So do friends with benefit, do they kiss during
Do what?
Like
do
a
they
foreplay
like make
thing.
out or like
Do they what?
kiss?
Foreplay?
Oh, you do.
Because some people, that's their rule.
It's not. I really
There's
think.
no
Okay.
kissing.
But you're right. People set out.
That's
the
what
rules and
prostitutes
say-
do.
People,
I mean,
This is not setting
because some people like
with respect and fun. That's a prostitute. I saw Pretty Woman. We do everything but kiss on the mouth. What?
that's their rule.
At that point.
Some people value they think kissing is more intimate than
Well, I'm gonna need something paid if that's the situation. If that's the rule.
Me personally, I love kissing, and I feel like kissing should not be like. It should be like an obvious giving. Like you have to kiss the person because if not, then you don't like the person, right? Like that's disrespectful. That's like walking into somebody's house and not saying hi.
So for all you guys that have been in a friend with benefit situation, how do you end that situation and just like?
mine didn't end. You got into a relationship.
You said what?
The other one is somebody gets
Hallelujah. That's for all of us. Okay, mine, it was kind of to that point where it's like, okay, someone caught feelings, and it was me. So, when I caught feelings, I kind of asked him, I was like, bro, like, I'm doing this for like a year. Well, I think it was a year. Like, you know.
You gotta put time limit on it.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing.
You
gotta understand, I was in school, so it was just kind of like,
Convenient.
it was, yeah, I guess.
Because you have a lot of other things going on.
Yeah, so it's just like, you
Do
know.
y'all talk every day?
The thing is, I don't talk every day with people
In general. I feel you.
Yeah, I'm not a needy person. That's a good thing, I guess. But yeah, so when it came to that point when I was like catching feelings, I was asking him like, okay, where's this going? Because, you know, say if a dude's trying to talk to me or something, I'm putting you into consideration. Like, I feel like if I like somebody, I want to eventually see that developing into something more. But like when he was like, oh, you know, I'm not looking for a relationship, you know, I just got out of this long relationship. I was just like, dang, like, okay, I'm not looking for a relationship either. I mean, I'm not looking for a relationship, but like, because you said it, I want to say it too, because I don't want to look stupid and be like, you know, whatever happens, you know, hopefully it turns into a relationship. And so I feel like that's when I kind of just limited myself into being like, not ever being in that next level of being a girlfriend. You know, now that I look back, I'm like, yeah, girl, you set yourself up for failure. Geesh, like, yeah, that was bad.
In 2018, do we feel like people use that as an excuse to not be committed in a relationship as like the segue instead of dating and then end in a relationship? Because then what's the point? Why were you friends with benefits? So if you are in a relationship and you end up, or friends with benefits and being in a relationship, were you guys dating that whole time?
Speaking for all guys, you tend to get serious with certain things in your life as you age. Now, speaking for myself, between the age of 18 and 21, or 22, I really wasn't looking at relationships like the way I'm looking at it right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know
At what age?
Between 18 and 22.
No.
So I'm definitely not looking at relationships the same way. So obviously back then, yeah, shit, friends with benefit, and it led to a relationship, like I said, but
did you use it as an excuse in order to not have to date this person
to
or
be
have
honest
commitment?
to be honest with you though, while I was in it, I really wasn't talking to anybody else. Because the reason why people tend to do that is they want to talk to other people. I really wasn't, but I just like, friends with benefit. Whatever it was. So, I mean, I guess that's mostly why it kind of maybe led into a relationship.
So we'll call feelings first.
Don't worry about it. So why you?
I put $1 million.
But to answer your question, as with age, I guess you tend to take things seriously as you get older.
I disagree.
I wouldn't do that shit right now.
So is the benefit, or you speaking as a younger man and then as now, do you think the reason why you were like, okay, this is going to be a friends with benefits is because there's an easier exit versus if we were dating? How do you end a friendship?
I'll say yeah.
That way you didn't have to have a sit-down conversation and be like, it's over.
I had a friends with benefits situation.
How'd you end it?
That it ended because I realized that she was having more feelings for me than I was.
So you ended it?
I ended it. But the process to, how did I? Well, okay, so in the midst of ending it, I fell in love with somebody else.
Wait, what? In the midst of it?
So,
in the midst of texting the tweet, 140 characters.
Somebody while I was in my friend with benefits.
Oh.
So let me just say that.
I feel bad for the girl.
And then I started realizing that, okay, when it comes to exiting out of this situation, it's going to be tough because I did realize that she actually had more feelings for the situation than I did. But we had always talked about the fact that, okay, once the emotions and all that starts kicking in, we really should, because we already defined the situation and said we're not trying to be in a relationship.
The fact that he out here catching another feelings for another girl, that's messed up because you already let this girl in like some little pathway and escapades and, you know, sexapades or whatever, and then you gonna leave her hanging and find some girl that your homegirl that you end up liking. I feel like that's messed up because it's like you trying to eat your cake and have your cake too. Like you gotta pick one. You gotta cut this girl off or you know, with the other girl.
Now, it became a difficult situation because of the fact that she had emotional attachment to the situation more than I did. And it took some time to kind of like pull away because we really were friends. And it hurt the relationship in terms of the friendship.
That's a good question for everybody else. No, seriously, can you go back after being friends with benefits?
Honestly, no.
It's very difficult.
It's difficult, yeah.
For two, she actually knew
The girl.
not like they weren't close friends, but they knew of each other. So even that made it hurt. And she said, "Well, I'm not."
You're fucking someone. This person that you're like very, 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 very intimate with. You're fucking them, right? And then you're there like, oh, okay, I'll catch a feeling for someone else. Like it doesn't make sense to me, like to be honest. So and then he said the two girls know each other. I was like, there's no way. You're just definitely a hoe. No way. Like,
let's get this clear. They were not friends. And when I say they, I'm talking about the person that I became emotionally attached to and my friends with benefits situation. They knew of each other, but I did not go behind somebody's back to go start messing around with somebody's friend. I don't do that. That's not my character. So yeah, just want to get that clear because I think some people got it misconstrued and called me an F-boy and a hoe.
what? You're a hoe. That's the definition of a hoe. That's why I call him a hoe.
That is friends with benefits. You have to understand the concept of what you're getting into. Nobody forced you to open your ass, and nobody forced you to stick it in. John, you are not a hoe. You're a good man because at the end of the day, you let her down easy, and you told her that you had feelings for somebody else. Simple, straightforward. Thank you. What if it's the girl that says, well, I have a boyfriend now, I think we should stop? It can happen to, it's not like, oh, guys are more, Guys are also, they catch feelings too, and they're babies too.
Oh, yeah.
So
at what age?
Guys, you people, you suck breasts for how many years? You have babies, come on. Scientifically, we all know guys don't like to leave breasts alone, even till they're 30, 40, whatever. Guys get clingy too. It's not just girls that get clingy. It's not just girls that, you know, they're emotionally attached. Guys just put on this armor like, oh, I'm a dude. I have to do this. I have to do that. But, you know, guys, they can be babies. They whine over things they're not supposed to whine about. So let's say the girl is the one that's like, okay, I want to cut it off, and the guy has feelings. It's possible, right? It's not just girls that catch feelings.
If I tell you and be like, oh, I got feelings for you, boo. That's a grown man shit. Fuck that. Look, man, look. That's a grown man shit. I'm just saying. If I'm able to do that, that's grown. That's not babies. Shit.
I feel like I don't even care. Even the person that doesn't catch catch the feelings, the other person still gets hurt. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like as humans, we are emotional, but we know how to hide stuff. Like, we know how to hide stuff. Even the person that is laying out all their emotion is like, oh, I like care for you, but I want to be in a relationship with you. And you be like, nah, I'm good. No, you know you like her, but because you trying to keep this like
What he just did.
yeah, you know about you, like that's when you're like, oh no, like, you know, I'm gonna keep to my promise that I oath that you said in the beginning. But you know you still hurt, you know you still have feelings.
True.
It's just like as humans, I don't know. Like I feel like sometimes guys know who they want to end up being with. They have this mindset. Same with girls. Like, and this is just kind of like something to fill that gap until you find what you want.
Yeah, all I know is that if
No,
you're not
that's
mature enough to handle it, don't get into it.
I actually had a situation where I was dating a guy.
Yup.
The relationship wasn't working out. We ended the relationship. Some time went by, and we both we were so friendly. We were still talking. Do you know what I mean? Like we still talk or whatever. We took a
Friendly
I'm
out.
just waiting on the business for it. 'cause-
Like
And so then,
friendly out.
like as in we were in the same friend group. You know what I mean? And if we
okay.
see each other, it wasn't an issue on site. Like it wasn't one of those type of breakups. It just wasn't where we're going. We were young, blah blah blah. So the relationship was over. It was a couple months later, and then we was talking on the phone, and I was like, you know how great it would be.
That's
like,
the X factor.
You know, if
That's
not
the
friends
X
with-
factor.
that's
That's
the
the X factor.
Let that finish. Let that finish. I'm sorry.
we're talking on the phone. I'm just like, like I know you know me. Have you been with anybody else new? He was like, no, I haven't. I was like, I haven't either. I was just like, don't sometimes you just want get your back cracked or And then he was just like,
scratch your back.
yeah, he was like, yeah, that would be cool. So we so then we ended up having sex again, but it was completely friends with benefits. And if either of us at any moment met somebody else, and it was cool.
Yeah.
But we weren't like in a relationship, and we both knew that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's the
It's a
element
form of
this.
sex with benefits.
So I've been in one.
High five. Girl, good job.
Clap today.
Congratulations.
She's so happy. So do y'all agree about the whole idea of friends with benefits or not?
I don't.
I mean, I'll say
I have a different perspective now.
I don't necessarily agree with it at my age right now.
Yeah.
But if you ask me when I was
Younger.
younger, oh shit, yeah.
I mean,
I feel like one thing we need to do is differentiate, because I feel like in yourself 18 or whatever, you probably thought y'all were talking or something. Like it's like
Different terms.
different terms, talking, dating, friends with benefits,
Situationship. I want to know the difference between a situationship and a friends with benefits.
which one is situationship?
I'll just say maybe a
Situationship-
situationship is a friendly
Nah,
benefit
situationship
situation.
sounds like it's messy. I feel like they're the same thing.
Oh, like maybe I got a main and a side. Like maybe that's a situationship.
I feel like situationship just sounds like you putting yourself in like a negative relationship.
I have been in a situationship before.
I ain't never been in a situationship.
She said she been in a situation.
I'm not even gonna lie. We both liked each other, but it was just like a long distance thing, so we couldn't get in a relationship.
Okay, but whenever you people met, did you people?
Obviously.
Yeah.
We're in different cities in Texas, and I moved out of Texas, and he was just like, I can't do the long distance. And one day I was just like, oh, so what's going on? Like, are we still talking? And it's just like, oh, I'm talking to other people. I was like, whoa, you're talking to other people? What? To me, I wasn't talking to anybody else, because I was just like, man, this is the guy. It was just tunnel vision at that point. But he wasn't saying it like that. So, he was talking to other people, and when I found out, that was when I cut it off. I would travel over there to go see the guy, which, girl, don't do it. Ever. If you don't come to your city first, don't go to your city. Especially like nowadays when everybody's like doing long distance relationship or like internet dating and stuff. Don't go to his city. Don't do it. And ask questions, because if I didn't ask questions, he wasn't gonna tell me that he was talking to other people. I didn't ask questions at first. It was just one day I was just like, okay. I don't know, that intuition is like, man, what's going on? So I asked questions, and he was just like, oh yeah, I am talking to other people. I was like, wait, what?
Let's just go around and
say
say
this,
who
yeah.
agrees. And
No, I'm gonna just say this. So you asked the question, and I'm gonna say I don't agree with it at this stage in my life, right? So if I were to if somebody tells me they want to go into it, I'm gonna be like, you, bro. If you want to go into it, that's on you. But you gotta know, y'all gotta talk about it. Put your ground rules, and y'all gotta make sure y'all pay attention to these rules or whatever it is. Tell me what you like, and then I'll tell you what I like, or tell me what you don't like. I'll tell you what I don't like. And when we cross those boundaries, either we meet again and be like, are we going forward or are we going back? Whatever it is. That's how I feel about it.
I don't agree with it, but nobody knows what happens in life. If it happens, just be mature enough to handle it, and that's about it.
I don't agree with it because at the end of the day, someone's feelings gonna get hurt, and then you might have one heartless person in the relationship, and they're gonna carry it on for the relationship. So no, I do not agree with it. Sorry.
So I'm about to throw a wrench in the whole situation. I don't agree with friends with benefits, but I believe in dating. I also will date multiple people.
But do you have sex with those
At the same time?
No. Yeah, at the same exact time. But so I'm date multiple people, right? If somebody is like, I want you to be my girlfriend, I would like to be, whatever, then we're in a relationship and that 100% is monogamous. Now my thing is with it.
Not 100%.
No, 100% monogamous.
100%. No, it is. And that's 100% monogamous.
Okay.
It's definitely important to date multiple people. You have to figure out what it is that you like. You may learn from this person, Tom, Dick, Harry, that you like these different things, and so your ideal man will have these things. I'm not saying there's an issue with dating multiple people. I just don't agree with being friends with benefits, because just because you date multiple people doesn't mean that you're sleeping with or you're intimate with multiple people. It's important to get to know people and to get to know what it is that you like. As far as the friends with benefit thing, I'm not about to fuck you in secret and we don't have no title or no relationship. That's never going down. That's never happening.
Hey, just spread your eggs in multiple baskets. Your eggs should grow into a chick in one of them damn baskets. So as far as that, definitely date as much as you possible. Now, when it comes to being like that person saying, oh, they want to take it to the next level, that's when you eliminate the others. But as far as until you want to make me your main, baby, I'm dating as much as possible. Okay, thank you.
Because I am the type of person that I would probably be in a relationship for a very long time before I actually get married, because I treat each stage as, I'm not one of those people that's gonna be engaged with somebody for 10 years. I ain't doing that. What's that? You know what I'm saying? So if we're crossing into a certain line, then I'm like, okay, because now I'm going to be someone's wife. I may just honestly be in a relationship with somebody for 20 years.
So friend benefits.
I don't agree with it.
You don't agree with it? But you had one before.
Do you regret? I have a question, because everyone's saying no. Everyone's saying no. Do you regret the friends with benefits? Do you?
The situationship, I wouldn't say I regret it. We just didn't work out. We're still,
It's part of life.
we're not in a situation. No, we're not. But we're still friends. I don't regret it, because we just got to know each other and we just found out that stuff didn't work out. That's it.
Do I regret it? It's a yes or no. Reason why is why I regret it is because of the catching feelings. I feel like the time spent, I could have met somebody else that could have been better, and then I could have ended up being I could have been married, but you know what I'm saying. But as far as yes, I feel like I learned a lot from it. I learned what I want, what I need, what I should be aware of, knowing that if it's leading up to a friend's relationship, whatever that thing is called, I know when a dude's trying to slide me in that, so I need to know how to back up from it. So you need that experience to learn from.
Ever since, I never been in a situationship again. Because I learned.
You learn.
I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. Because I feel like it can end one way and the other way, but you really don't know until you try it. And regardless, life is all about learning who you are and learning. And you learn that through your interactions with people. Like you said, I agree with what you said earlier. So, it is what it is. If you do it, you do it. If you don't, you don't. With every decision you make, you have to weigh out your options and try to decide, well, is this a good, beneficial option for me to choose? How can it end? How can it not end? And just have faith and go with it. If it doesn't end the way you want it to end, fine. With every mistake is also still a lesson learned.
The moral of the story is, first of all, it's a sin. Don't do it. Fornication, adultery is in the Bible. Read your Bible. Don't do it. Somebody said, if your child was to come to you and say, Mommy, I want to have a friend, but what would you say? Your father's father. Don't do it if you're not mature enough to handle it. It is a very complicated situation, especially if you feel like the friendship is more than the benefits. I'll find your benefits elsewhere. And some people say, this is our business. Find you one. You don't have to find your friends So keep for your friends, keep your benefits. But if you can put both together, eat your cake, have your cake, frosties, everything. Good. Crosstalk.